Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. As always, I hope everyone having an amazing day. Three things I am thankful for: wheels, a heart, and pens. Three things I'm thankful for. So, excuse me. Had a couple of different things that rolled through my head, and I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna talk about. I've been talking for a long time now, y'all. I've been doing a lot of videos, and I'm actually not bragging, but I'm shocked on how I can literally talk about just about anything. Like I can make a topic out of anything. Anything you give me, I can make a topic out of. That's how, because I appreciate everything. I truly do. I appreciate every single thing, so I can make a topic out of everything. And excuse me, it's bringing me to a point where I was thinking about something. It's coming to me now. So, kids, I want to ask y'all, how much money do you think you should have in order to be happy? How much money do you feel like you need to have in order to be happy? Alright, I'm going to do a Q&A. How much money? I'm hearing like $1 million, million, a billion, a zillion. Okay, we already know it's going to go up from there. Okay. So, majority of the world feel like they need to be a millionaire to be happy. Excuse me. Majority. I'm not saying all. Majority. They feel like they can have a comfortable lifestyle. They can get to do what they want to do. I hear you. I hear some people saying, long I got my King Jesus, I'm good. I got you. I understand. Yeah. So the thing about it is, I want y'all to understand something in this world. And I'm not going to lie to you. Money is not going to make you happy. And being, excuse me, and being broke ain't going to make you happy. Okay? I need y'all to know that. So, the ones that saying, long I got my King Jesus, I'm asking you something. Would you be willing to be on the street for me? Would you I feel energy rolling in like, hold up. This is a message for the world. I was going to do just for the kids, it was for the world. I can feel it, my legs are tingling like this. People like, hold up. Like, is this a hypothetical question? Say this hypothetical because I don't want to say yes and then you put me on the street. So would you, for my people, my day ones, would y'all, and let's go for kids, would you be willing to sleep on the street for me? You said, as long you got me, that's all you need. Would you be willing to be homeless? Like, I can't say those words if kids listen. Okay. So the thing about it is, how much money do you feel like you need to be happy? Let's be real. Let's have a real conversation, man. Let's be real with it. Stop lying to yourselves. Stop lying. Stop lying. We ought to sit back and be like, long I got God and God is in my life, I could do anything. I could be anything. And I could do whatever. Okay, would you be homeless? Would you lose? Would you be willing to sacrifice everything? Will you be willing to sacrifice everything? Be honest with yourself, because once you can be honest with that, then you can finally have the future you want. You have to be honest with yourself. See, for me, the answer was yes. It was yes. I was willing to sacrifice everything. for God. And I sacrifice everything for God. I'm just talking reality sense. I sacrifice everything. I've been homeless. You understand? My kids been taken away from me. I've lost everything that I worked my behind off for. I lost things because I didn't regret the things. Don't get me wrong, I got emotional. But I didn't forsake God in the process and saying, God, you know what? I don't want to deal with you anymore because you put me in these situations. And I've lost multiple times. But I want to know, how much money do you feel like you need to be happy? It's a legit question. You got to know. Even for myself, I don't want to be on no street. Okay, I did what I done, but I ain't going back there no more. Like, we need a roof. You understand? I would like an AC, some heat, and instead of have to go outside to get it. I want these things too. I want to be able to utilize technology. I want to be able to drive a car. You understand? I want to be able to go to the nice restaurants and get dolled up. I don't want to have to go to the Salvation Army all the goddamn time, or thrift stores, or whatever you want to call it. I'm being honest. Even for myself. Even for myself. If I could snap my fingers right now, everything be changed to what I really want it to be, it would be that. Even for myself, I feel I deserve more than just being on the ground. And I'm thankful for the ground that I walk on. But I was willing to sacrifice it all to understand why I appreciate the ground and why I deserve more than just the ground. You understand? Even for myself, I deserve the best of the best. I shouldn't be sitting here and have to do everything myself. I shouldn't have to sit here and have to depend on someone else. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying I don't want to sit back and be in a situation where I have to steal from Peter to pay from Paul. Don't do that, because Paul up there ain't got it either. And Peter don't really know where he getting the money from. Both of them broke. They stealing from other folks. So it's not worth it. It's like... I know, y'all. Okay. Do y'all know sometimes people always get money from the next broke person? Because 9 times out of 10, the people you hang with, if you broke, they broke too. I just gotta say it. Okay. I had to say that. Go out with the company you keep. If someone do have the money, best believe they on the outside. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, back to my message. But yeah, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest. I could sit back and be like, Lord, y'all, I just want the earth. I just want the wind. I want the rain. And that's it. I'm so humble and wholesome. And I think the word, but I'm all put together. And Lord, babies, y'all need to just love the earth and the trees and the birds and the bees and all of that. And, be in nature and just stay in nature. Be in the woods and stay in the woods. I've been in the woods too long to the point that I know the leaves and the trees and daggone the animals and everything. I've been in there so long that I had to hide myself in the process. I ain't going back. I'll visit, but I ain't going back to stay. You understand? Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest. How much money? How much money? And I know you're probably like, well, what you trying to get at? So what I'm trying to say is this. You can have all the money in the world and still not be happy. And you can be in a position where you don't have any and still be happy. Where is your happiness at? Because see, this is the thing. You can heal yourself and enjoy nothing. And you can heal yourself and enjoy something. So where does the line begin and where does the line end at? Where does it? Okay, so let me break it down. Let me just jump to the deep end of where I'm trying to get at. Alright, a person have $1 billion, right? Right. And you have created enough investments where your money can automatically continue to bring in revenue. And you can still create products in the world and stuff like that. And the thing about it is when you create these products, you already know that you are bringing in enough of revenue that your future generations can still thrive off of, even if they don't work. Okay? Because you have to look at it like this. Majority of people in the world, they really want to get to a point where they can pass things down to the next generation. Okay? So, when do you get to a point that you have so much money that now when you create products for free? You already bring enough of revenue in, right? You already bringing enough. So if you a billionaire, right, and you already know that you finally got your money to a point where, or a millionaire, however, whatever you want to be, and you finally got your revenue that's going to be consistent. So you created a business that's going to be consistent. And that you never have to worry about the funding ever being in lack. You might have some variation, but it's never in lack. And you have this successful business. When do you get to the point that your success is so adamant and you believing in your success that now you're creating things just to give away? Just to help out your fellow neighbor, because you created more than enough of money to make you happy. Now you're like, okay, I'm going to create this product and I'm not even going to sell it. I'm just going to offer it to people. This is going to be a free product to the public. They need these. These are needs. When you're going to get to a point where you realize, okay, I just want to provide. It's no different. What if you have fruits and vegetables? Okay, my company gonna just start putting these out at certain locations, farmer markets, so whoever needed things, they can have it. Or toiletries. All right, our company creates more than enough because we know people still got behinds. Along they got a behind in the front, we know that they're gonna still need tissue, and when they blow their nose, they still need tissue. So we're gonna provide a certain amount of things, and we're gonna create something new. And we're going to make sure that the people can get these things for free. Or, hey, what we'll do is we'll donate these products to the schools, to the communities, to the church, to the, adoption agencies and stuff for other kids that don't have parents or have family. When you're going to get to a point, you made so much money where, okay, you create shoes, you create clothing. You say, you know what? There are kids out here that's in poverty situations or in the schools. We need to make sure we have clothing for these kids. Or, like I said, there's a lot of kids that don't have parents. They are in adoption places or whatever. Foster homes. That's what it is. Foster homes. When we're going to get to a point where you say, you know what? We're going to make sure we provide clothing to these kids all year round. When the weather changes, we're going to just provide these things. We're going to figure out what their size is, and we're going to donate these to these corporations every year round. We're going to donate these food to these corporations. We're not going to sit here and just say we're going to give them the money. We're going to actually provide them the products so they don't have to sit back and figure out how to disperse the money out. When we're going to get to that point? When we're going to get to the point that we got all these cars out here that are just sitting in car lots or car places because the models are old, but they're not used. When we're going to get to a point, we're going to say, you know, we're not going to keep leaving the cars in this junkyard that are still good. We're going to take these cars and we're going to pass them out to college students or something that don't have these cars, that so they can better get to and from school to work or whatever. When we're going to start doing stuff like that? When we're going to start doing where school supplies. Y'all got school supplies. We got enough of, so all right, we're gonna just automatically continuously donate these school supplies to these kids, or these basketball, baseball, whatever sports. Every year we're gonna provide them new updated stuff. How much money do you need to be able to do something for free? To be happy in this world? It's like we are in a point where we will sit back and be like, oh, we're gonna send the money to them. Well, we see that when we send money get lost. Money get lost. It ain't no different than, I'm gonna call away, is when a baby daddy or baby mama sit back and say, hey, I need some clothes, I need this, and that person say, okay, bet, and they go actually buy the items and make sure the child actually have the items, compared to just giving the money and then that person use the money for their own personal reasons. So when we're gonna start actually taking it a step ahead to provide sources to these communities, to your people, to your customers, or new customers? Because guess what? When y'all provide these things out here now, guess what? Now they're going to want to buy the other products that you have. So in the world, y'all, how much money is make a person happy? It's like we want help, but don't give help. We want to receive help, but we want to charge somebody for help. How much money do y'all need to be happy? Because I know there's a lot of changes, and my message kind of shifted from one part to another. We have so many things going on, and there's a lot of beautiful changes that's happening, and some things have to happen by force, unfortunately, so we can make these streets better out here in the world. But we have so much money that has been transferred through hands and then got into the wrong pockets. So it's time for us to provide the products. Why, why it's so hard? Like, I'm watching certain people, and I'm gonna say it like this, and it's kind of messed up, because I do things for a reason. I do things for a reason. I talk about different people and different things, and I talk about stuff, and I'm realizing that certain people are utilizing this opportunity of me giving them the, what is it called? Trying to focus on the positives and not the negatives of what these people have done. And there are people that are utilizing their platform to try to gain more money. I cannot not talk about it. And I don't want y'all to get into that point where y'all use this opportunity. I understand y'all have ideas and y'all have things and stuff, but I want y'all to also use your mind wisely. It's like I'm trying to push forward, but there's some things I just cannot allow myself to ignore, because I'm going to do exactly what I plan to do, no matter what it takes to get it done. Because we got to get to a point where we all help one. Each one teach one. I'm going to say it like this. Would y'all ever thought that I would be the person that's having these conversations? If y'all would have saw me on the street, do you think that I would have all this knowledge inside of me? Do you think that I would be a person that provide a lot of resources to the world? Do you think that I would have been a person that can help heal a lot of people in the world? Do you think that I would have deserved to be in a high position in the world just by looking at me? And for the people that was around me, I never really taught like that. So at the end of the day, you never know what company you keep in. You never know who is in your presence. You never know when your blessings is walking right past you. You never know where your health comes from. In this world, I get it. We all want something. Even myself. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I'm cool with the life I'm in. I ain't. I'm not, but I appreciate it. I'm blessed. Because there's someone in a situation that's worse than me. You understand me? Now, don't get me wrong. I've been through everything you could think of underneath the sun and in the dark. Everything to the top of the mountain, to the depths of the ocean, I've been through. You understand? And I'm not sitting here saying it as a guilt trip or anything. However, we are in a position in the world that we keep judging each other. And we're not helping each other. And I understand, excuse me, I understand it's not the rich people's fault for the poverty situation. Not all, okay, there are some. But I'm talking to the ones that actually work the behinds off, okay? The ones that work your behinds off, I get it. It ain't your responsibility to take care of someone else. I get it, and I understand it. However, we have to be in a responsible mindset to realize that we used to be one of those people. And technically, in my reality, I'm still one of those people. I may not be able to, at this present, I'm just talking about my present moment and where I live at and everything. I may not be able to provide a physical product to you, but I'm providing a product for you. My knowledge and my information carries through streams and vibrations and light and darkness. It cuts through everything you can think of, and I have done it for free. I have sacrificed everything in my existence on being on this earth, and my spirit been on this earth for a very long time. I have provided so many things throughout other people. I have lived multiple lives in this world and provided so much to this world, knowing my current situation. Any person that I represented myself as walked out the door almost broke. Just about any person that I came through this world as walked out the door basically almost broke, knowing the limelight they was in. So no one can ever say that I don't sacrifice, that I don't provide a service to the world. I'm not telling y'all to give up y'all last dime. I'm just saying it's time for us all to operate. My voice have carried so far and wide through this place. If you have a voice, let it carry. If you have products, let it carry. We need to carry out the plan of working together so no one is left on the streets. No one's left laying on the ground. No one is left wondering where the next meal is coming from. No one is left wondering how they're going to take care of their kids. Excuse me. So even if you do have the money, provide the service. It will be fulfilling for you. And if you don't have the money, work to become a service. I know in this world, a lot of people want things for free. And I get it. That's why a lot of folks hold on to the money they have and just focus on themselves. It's crazy in this world. We will be more willing to throw money overboard into the water, in the toilet, or just on some dumb stuff, because we rather do it for that than give it out to be a help to the people in the world. And I get it. I'm going to tell y'all right now. When it comes to this world, there's some days I sit back and say the same thing, man. I'd rather just throw the money off the side than give it to some of y'all. Because a lot of y'all lazy. A lot of people in this world lazy. I sit back every day and watch certain people that just sit there and go to sleep all day long. Don't provide no positivity at all. And all they do is sleep all day long. Watch TV and sleep. Watch TV and sleep. Watch TV and sleep. And then ask people for money at the same time. That ain't a job. Y'all want great things in the world, then provide a service so you can have those great things in the world. We need to teach our kids that life is more than just life. Being on the street ain't fun. You understand me? I don't even know how y'all can sit back and be stuck in the system all day long. That ain't fun either. It's time for the world to start providing services in ways where it's like we all work together. So maybe you don't have the product, but get to the point where you can utilize your voice to communicate, to be a help, motivate someone, be there for someone, communicate for someone, see if there's something that they need done or whatever, and help them out. You want help? You want a hand? I don't want to sit back and tell this message and say, hey, y'all, stop providing free opportunity for certain things in this world. And then guess what? Y'all just sitting back with your hands out, or you out here and you taking more. So like, for example, when I said about, fruits and vegetables, how the farmer markets is something where you can go and get fruits and vegetables for free. I don't want them to do it if you're going to sit back and be like, you know what? I'm going to go get me 10 bags of fruits and put it in the refrigerator, and then you only eat one, and then now the rest of the food going bad because you just wanted it just to say you got it. I want us to get to the point that we get what we need and not what we want. When there are somebody providing free services, free things to help out others. The reason why, especially in the United States, reason why so many people are in lag mode, because people don't appreciate. I'm gonna tell you, in other countries, for the most part, they have the disciplinary things, but they appreciate each other a little bit more than what the United States do. Y'all don't appreciate each other like that. Everybody got their hand out. And it's time for us to get what we need and not sit back and just overdo it. Leave something for someone else, because you never know when you got to get back in line. I want us to get to a point where people, and that goes even for myself. Reason why I'm saying this, because I know what's to come to me. Because I sacrifice every single thing over and over and over again, just so I could provide a service to the world, just so I could be able to help heal people. I sacrifice my life just so y'all can have a life. You don't have to believe it, and you can believe it. I don't care which direction you go in. I know. I literally sacrificed my life. And I'm not saying this, I need kudos and all of that. It ain't about that. Because when you do something from the heart, you ain't worrying about if other people know. Don't get me wrong. There's sometimes I want people to acknowledge, but it ain't to the point that I need somebody to praise. I praise myself. I thank myself. I pat myself on the back. That's enough for me. I learned to love that about myself. So even if the whole world was against me, long I love me, I'm good. Because as long as I do it from the heart. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to sit here and be in a situation where I'm in lack mode while everybody else in a higher position. So yeah, there's going to be a point where all of these things, all the seeds that I planted in the forest, eventually all these trees going to have grown. And I'm going to be in a position where I have more than enough money to do what the heck I want to do when I want to do it. I don't have to help anyone if I don't want to, because I've already did my part, because I sacrificed my life for that. But there are some things that I wouldn't mind doing, but I'm not going to do it by myself. I'm not going to be the first in line to, hey, here. Nah, I'm not about to be first in line. It's time for everybody else to start showing their process. Don't get me wrong, there's some things I want to do, but I want to, once I start seeing changes in ways where everybody work together, then I'm going to do a little bit extra. I do a little bit more, because energy is energy. If you ain't putting out, you ain't getting out. But there will get to a point where I want to provide certain things that I will be creating myself. Then I'm going to say, okay, I don't have a price tag on that. This is just something I want to do for the community. This is something I want to do for the world. But I want others to be able to get in the front of the line in front of me and be willing to say, you know what, she's right. I got all of this money and I'm still not happy. Well, know why you're not happy? It's because you're not filled. See, happiness comes when you helping other people, and you doing it without looking for something out of it. When you start doing something where you're not looking for something out of it, that's when the seeds are being planted. That's when the seeds are being planted. You don't have to worry about being in lack, because everything continue to grow. I don't care if you don't have a dime to your name. You have something you can provide to the world. It may not be to the masses. It might be to your next door neighbor. It could be to the community center. It could be to your church. It could be to the schools. It could be to the hospital. It could be to the police officers. It could be anything. It could be to the homeless shelters. I'm not saying you got to give your last dime to the whole world. But how can you handle the world if you don't know how to handle your hand? So if y'all want to sit back and understand how much money it takes to be happy, figure out how much you're worth by loving yourself. Receive that value and then donate the rest. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.